Obama and Castro share the limelight at summit of the hemisphere that usually gets half a loaf. President Barack Obama makes his way to Air Force One before departing from Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland on April 8, 2015. The pivot to Asia may not have worked out terribly well, but spending spring break in Panama City turns out to be a welcome change of pace for President Obama. Every president says he's going to pay more attention to Latin America, then ends up taking the region largely for granted while immersed in tar babies like the Middle East, which reasserted itself with a vengeance after Obama's heralded 2013 attempt to spend more time on China and Asia. But the historic rapprochement with Cuba has brought breathless attention to, of all things, the Summit of the Americas, a largely ceremonial, traditionally moribund gathering of the leaders of the Organization of American States, the 35 countries of North and South America. The prospect of Obama shaking hands with Cuban President Raul Castro, who will be in the same room at arrival ceremonies, group photos, and banquet on Friday night, would make irresistibly personal the end of more than a half-century of official enmity, in a setting that let the entire hemisphere share the spotlight. The White House confirmed on Friday that Obama had telephoned the Cuban leader. Latin America may be staggering economically, and many of its prominent leaders tattooed by corruption scandals, but this weekend, at least, no one was pretending there was anything even remotely bigger at hand on foreign policy than the reunion of Washington and Havana. The opening with Cuba animated the otherwise bland presentation to CEOs that was Obama's first event in Panama City. "We want to congratulate you on your policy towards Cuba," the moderator told the American president, to a round of applause. Obama himself seemed caught up in the energy at his next event, a speech to civil society groups. "I am pleased to have Cuba represented with us, for the very first time," Obama said, of Havana's presence at the summit, from which it was barred, at Washington's insistence, between 1962 and 2009.